In this demo, I'm going to have a look at the next part here, how to schedule an online Zoom meeting. So I can request a license from the trustees. Alternatively, I can use a private paid-for account, whichever option I choose to use. And I'm going to go into my browser. I'm going to log into Zoom. So here on the top right, you can see I'm using a licensed version of Zoom, and it's licensed to iahb.hreworkshops@gmail.com. So once I've logged into Zoom, on the left-hand side here, I click on Meetings, and then I go to, on the right, Schedule a Meeting. What is this? This is my info session. And I'm just going to say, what date is it? It's the 18th of December, 2024. Now, generally, I don't use all of these options here. I just click on recurring meeting, and then under recurrence, I click on no fixed time. When I do this, it's one link that's created that I can use for multiple days. Okay, and it's just one meeting that I can start over and over again. Next thing I'm going to do is I am going to disable the waiting room. And the reason I'm disabling the waiting room is because sometimes we have other volunteers or teachers that needs to access the meeting without having logged in to the Zoom account. For example, we could give them the host key, and by sharing the host key, they can claim host for a particular session. So in order for them to enter the meeting and then to claim host, the waiting room needs to be disabled. What other settings? Under options, I'm going to click on show. And I'm going to allow participants to join at any time. In other words, I don't have to have started the meeting as the host of the meeting. Participants can join the meeting at any time. When I join, then I become the host or the co-host, depending on what is required. So allow the participants to join it at any time, disable the waiting room. You can look at, and I'll place some additional links to playlists on more advanced features to configure, allow participants to join at any time, etc. And then I'm going to say save. So my info session has been created. Okay, it's a recurring meeting. I now need to get the invite link. Okay, so at the bottom here, I can see there's copy invitation. I'm going to click on copy invitation, and I'm going to copy this part here, and I'll customize it. So I'm going to go Command C or Control C. I'm going to send myself the link so I have it in one place. I'm going to go Control V to paste it. And then I can make modification. So time, I'll enter the times of the course. So this is happening from Friday or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay. So Wednesday to Friday. At what time? It's happening at 6:30 p.m. and that's CAT, Central African Time. Join Zoom meeting. There's the meeting ID and the passcode. And I've just sent it to myself. So now I can share this with other volunteers. And then eventually when I'm sending out the email or I'm sending out the link to the meeting, I've got it in a convenient place that I can use going forward. So in this demo, I logged into my Zoom account using my web browser, whichever web browser that you're using, Safari, Edge, Chrome, whatever it is. I made sure that I got a licensed copy of Zoom. I could request one from the AOL trustees. And then once I've received the link, I'm then going to be activating my account. And then I schedule a meeting by clicking on meetings, schedule a meeting. And then once I've scheduled the meeting, I can see there's the info session that I've scheduled. If there's some changes that I needed to make, I can always go and edit those changes or edit the meeting in some way or the other. Okay. And then I will save the changes if there's something that needs to be done. And that concludes this demo.